Hi everyone, my name is Maura Devine and I'm the National Grassroots Manager for Voices for Healthy Kids and the National Collaborative for Infants and Toddlers. I've worked for the past decade on grassroots advocacy campaigns for various funding and policy initiatives in both public education and public health. So today I want to talk to you about 5 elements of a successful state appropriations advocacy campaign. There's really no perfect formula for running a successful state appropriations advocacy campaign. Each state, district, issue, and budget cycle is slightly different. So while that can make this work challenging at times, it's so important to learn from partners within our movement, to hear what worked for them, and then try to understand why it worked. So let's talk about elements of a successful campaign. After connecting with dozens of campaign experts over the past several years, I have found a handful of elements that most successful campaigns have in common. First, you want to root your campaign's ask in reality. Always consider the state's budget situation when you're making your appropriations request. Whether it's a budget shortfall or a budget surplus, you want to tailor your ask to the current financial landscape. Asking for too much means lawmakers might not take you seriously. And if you ask for too little, that means you might not have the impact that you're seeking. Demonstrate clearly why the funding is urgently needed and the impact it will have for lawmakers' constituents. This keeps your requests on lawmakers' radars, and it shows that you understand their priorities. Second, deploy a lobbyist to support your advocacy efforts. Lobbyists have crucial relationships with lawmakers, and they bring essential knowledge to the table. So whether they're in-house or contracted, their expertise and connections are invaluable in navigating the appropriations process. Third, tell a good story throughout your campaign. Your campaign's success really hinges on compelling stories that are backed by data and personal anecdotes that resonate with lawmakers and the people who influence them, such as members of the media or constituents in their district. So choose messengers who resonate with lawmakers and adapt your language to align with their priorities. So, for example, let's say you're working on the expansion of the child tax credit and you're targeting lawmakers whose priorities are the business community and the economy. Rather than focus strictly on the benefits this provides to children and their families who live below the poverty line, think about finding a messenger, perhaps from the business community, who can really focus on the benefits the expansion will have for the entire economy as well as the business community. This can help garner broader support among the people whose votes you need to secure a victory on this issue for infants, toddlers, and their families. Fourth, maintain coalition alignment. A united coalition amplifies and expands your sphere of influence. It creates a surround sound effect for lawmakers. So you want to ensure that you have clear communication and transparency within your group so you can present a united and powerful funding request. Misaligned requests can weaken your coalition's impacts and really jeopardize your movement's funding goals. Finally, never forget to make it as local as often as possible. Lawmakers prioritize their constituents' needs because those constituents are the people who vote them in and out of power. Voters do hold lawmakers accountable. So connect your funding request to local benefits and leverage constituents as your messengers. Highlight how the funding will directly impact their communities to gain support and allow the lawmaker to understand the value this would bring to their district. So in conclusion, remember, success in appropriations advocacy is about strategic, informed, and collaborative efforts. If you keep these 5 elements that I explained in mind, you'll be well on your way to making a significant impact that will benefit infants, toddlers, and families. If you have any questions, be sure to reach out to the NCIT Technical Assistance Portal. My colleagues and I will be on the other end to start a conversation. We can help you troubleshoot the challenges you're having or point you toward helpful resources. Thank you for your dedication and hard work.